First, I want to obviously thank the conveners of this conference, and I also want to thank all the people that are here that do fabulous work every day, that overcome amazing challenges and hurdles in doing the kind of work we do. I speak first and foremost for the COSH movement that our organization is part of, many of whom are here today, but for all of you that we've met, Javier and I have met over the last 2 days. We consider it a privilege to be here with all of you, and so thank you. And we come here this morning really passionately concerned about the population we're serving, and we feel very urgent about the need to continue to do our work and to do it better and to do it more, and we hope we, through this presentation, encourage some of you to think about doing this work as well. And we're going to begin with a very short film clip that was from our Worker Memorial Day program this year in Philadelphia, just to set the tone of urgency that we feel and want to share with you.
48 years old, they were shot at 26 years old.
Video. You can find it on YouTube, and if you have time, we ask you to look at it. We think it will move you. It certainly moved us that day. So in 2007, Philadelphia, well actually a little bit before that, about 2005, the city just burst with construction. City Council passed a bill that gave a 10-year tax abatement to anybody who moved back in from the suburbs into new residential construction or renovated construction, and that began just a residential construction frenzy with a competitive sort of race to the finish line environment. That also resulted in horrible consequences for the workers in this industry. In 2006, there was a huge spike in construction fatalities, 15 just in the Philadelphia region, over half were from falls. OSHA began a local emphasis program, and in 2007, PHILAPOSH was awarded a Susan Harwood grant to begin fall protection training for this target small residential population. And just to describe the work to you, it's brutal. It's long hours, it's unsafe working conditions, unsafe equipment, no training whatsoever, no information whatsoever about OSHA rights, OSHA regulations. It's just work from morning till dark, and even after dark, work 7 days a week, and don't question anything if you want to work, because there are a zillion people waiting to take your job. The industry is heavily, lots of immigrant workers, lots of African-American workers, at least in Philadelphia, who, when manufacturing left the area, found ways to support their families through remodeling work and then renovation work. The workforce is very transient. People move in and out of it. 1 week they may be working construction, 3 weeks later you see them in a restaurant, then they're back into construction, because these contractors may use them for 2 weeks and say, then we'll call you to come back in 4 weeks later. So it's extremely transient, it's very challenging, And in addition, in general, these contractors really don't want training. They really are not interested in seeing us at their door at all. It's about profit, it's about a race to the finish, and health and safety is actually seen as an obstacle to achieving those goals. So when we got this grant, we knew that our challenge was not to provide an effective safety program that was culturally sensitive, that was in different languages. We had access to amazing trainers, amazing consultants who could help us with that. We knew our challenge was an outreach program and a recruitment program to reach the workers, to reach the contractors, and to bring them into this training program. That was the problem and the challenge we had to solve. And we knew from the get-go two things. Without strong enforcement by OSHA, who now had a local emphasis program, we weren't going to be able to reach our goals. And without a very, very aggressive outreach program, we weren't going to get people into the room. So we had these challenges from the get-go, and we knew it was going to take some time to reach them. It's now been 4 years we've been into the program, and I want to give the good news before Javier gives you some specifics about how we got there. As of last week, we're just shy of having successfully trained 1,500 small residential construction workers in this program. And so we now know it can be done, but you have to live it and breathe it every single day to accomplish that. And luckily, we were able to recruit Javier, who was one of those people who passionately lives it and breathes it every day, and he'll tell you about that.
Well, the good news that we had is that we had friends, we had relationships. And without those relationships, I don't think we would have been able to accomplish what we get to the workers that we've been wanting to get. One of our biggest asset relationship are friends. We have friends. We have enemies as well. We don't talk about them. We have friends. Our friends at OSHA. Our friends at OSHA refer those contractors over to us. The contractor comes with the workers over to PHILAPOSH. We get to the workers. We get to the contractor through their referrals. Those workers leave PHILAPOSH. They become part of our friends. So we bring more friends. Our friendship, our network grows as we get these contractors and workers. And through that, together, we're making those calls. Those workers, if they don't feel comfortable calling OSHA, they'll call PHILAPOSH, and we can make those calls. A lot of these workers are calling OSHA themselves. And we get the great news from our friends from OSHA. Hey, we just had a guy call from your office. Great. Another network we have, a lot of these workers don't only come with safety and health issues. They come with wage issues. Wage and hour is one of our biggest fights as well. Friends, we don't neglect, we don't turn those calls down. Any call, come to us with any issue, we'll figure out a way to take you to the right person. We made friends at wage and hour, right? We take these friends, these workers over to wage and hour, and then we recruit those friends, those workers over to come down to our office and take a training. If they don't come to our office, we go to them, right? We have made friends at the school district. The school district is calling us. Twice a month, we go over and do trainings at the school district. We don't get the construction workers, but we get the wives and we get the children. And that is working for us. The wife takes it up to their husbands to bring the news. They have rights, right? Another friend, Carmen Guerrero. Then I mentioned Carmen Guerrero. She has become part of my family. She's an activist in Philadelphia, and she became part of my family because of the work she does. And now she's calling me, Javier, I'm going to cook some tamales, I'm going to make tacos, come over. And while we do that, I want you to do a training. But there is a reason behind that. There is the need. She's calling me with a dire need that our friends, our workers are being exposed to safety and health issues. And she cares, and I care. And when she calls me, I'll go. And that's one way we're getting to workers, through our relationships. Friends, we have a lot of work ahead of ourselves, right? But how are we going to get there? By creating this network. We go to churches, we go to the Mexican consulate, we go anywhere we can possibly get. Uncles, grandmothers, wives, children, we need to get to everyone, right? We heard it yesterday. We have to stop looking the other way. We want to win this fight, right? I see it as a little cat fighting the tiger. But if we collect, we come together, we can take the tiger down. Thank you very much.